Hello guys, this is a 2006 GMC Denali Envoy with a 5.3 liter engine, and problem with this truck is that fuel level gauge doesn't move from empty. Occasionally it would go up and down, maybe like up to quarter, and then would go back again, and it's been like this for a couple of weeks now. So I got my scan tool hooked up, and we have a code. Actually got 3 codes, and some of these codes are set by me because I was doing some checks. I had to actually drop the tank, partially drop the tank down because I couldn't get to the connector to check my voltage. And basically what we have is a signal high, basically open circuit. Here's the wiring diagram, which kind of fooled me a little bit because maybe I got the wrong one, but this is 2006, and it says the purple and black are the wires for the sensors. Actually purple and white, so I don't know. Anyway, I dropped the tank down a little bit, and I'm connected to my signal wire. Basically the way it works, PCM sends a 5-volt reference voltage to this signal wire and also provides the ground, and this is a potentiometer. As the fuel level changes, the resistance on the potentiometer will change, and therefore this is going to change this voltage, basically the signal to a PCM. And here I'm connected to my signal wire right now, and I'm reading 5 volts right there. And now what I'm going to do, I have my test light connected to battery ground, and I have this adapter here. This is the this red lead is connected to a signal wire, black lead is connected to ground. So I have this split here. So basically I'm having an extra adapter to get to my signal wire, basically. Okay, so I'm going to use my test light. I'm going to connect it to battery. It's connected to ground. I'm going to touch this wire. I'm going to drop this voltage down. Let's see. I get a good connection here. There you go. So, not sure if you guys can see that. Alright, so it's down at pretty much 1 volt, and you can see that my gauge is really now full. So the cluster is good, the signal wiring is good, and we can look at the scan data real quick. Unfortunately with this one I'm going to evap data to get my voltage for my and here's my fuel level. Voltage is at 1.3 volts right now. Okay, so I'm going to disconnect my so I'm going back to 5 volts, and we're going to read 5 volts at the, you can see that. So this is just a quick check of for integrity of my signal wire, so that's fine. And I'll just show you guys. There's 2 black wires at the connector. There's a ground, so I checked them both with a test light, they're fine. So this car will need another basically the whole unit for the fuel pump and the sender. So hey guys, I had to drop this tank a little bit. So I mean, there's no other way to get to my connector, and let's just see here. Okay, so there's the connector. I'm still connected to my purple and white wire. This is very small needle, and so purple and white is fine, and other 2 black wires. The one is ground for my sensor sending unit, and one is for the fuel pump, but they're fine. This is a tough shot to get all this, but trust me guys, it's okay. I checked it already. So let's see if I have to drop the tank, the rest of it down. Drop the rest of the tank down, and replace this unit. Okay, just to get now the other 2 codes. that were in the memory right now, actually the active codes. It's because this evap vent solenoid, I had to unplug it to drop that part of my fuel tank down, and the circuit low signal, fault is because of me touching the my signal wire with my test light. So that's where these two codes are coming from. Basically, the real code is actually one with the circuit high. So P0463. Yeah. Okay. Alright guys, I get my fuel pump out and fuel tank. Looks like we made a correct diagnosis, and it's bad. The wipers on one of the wipers on this sensor is broken. So what I'm going to do, actually, I'm going to do a replacement on the sensor alone. The whole unit costs around $350. So unfortunately, it's another Dorman quality part. This is it, and you know, people gotta do what people gotta do. I mean, sometimes you. So here's my. This is my sensor, fuel level sensor, and I'm gonna do a sweep on it. So it goes from 40 ohms. Come on. 40 ohms up to like 250 or so. So this is the, so that the camera picked that up. I'm going to get a little closer on the... Okay. Okay. So let's just put this on the... I'm going to get the signal from my original one. It's hard to see. I don't think a camera can pick it up, but it is one of the arms are actually broken. So. And Dorman is the only one who makes these replacement parts, but you can see it's already glitching way too much. It's pretty rough. That glitch is all over the place. And it will be intermittent, but you can see now if I lift just, there we go. It's pretty rough actually. You can hear a scraping sound as I move my potentiometer. Let's see if I can. I'm not sure if the camera show this or not, but it's this arm here, it's broken basically. It doesn't slide over anymore. I'm not sure if I can really see that, but I think it can. The one on the right, it's broken in half, so that's what was the problem. So okay, I'm gonna replace this and put everything back together, and it should work. Okay. Okay, so to take the sensor out, there's a little tab here. I'm gonna push that gently down, and it slides off. First unlock these. There's a little lock here. I mean, it's not a lock, just a slide. These wires will slide in. So push this tab down, and you can slide your sensor out. And the next one, you're going to have a connector. Let's see this is the next one. So this connector here, you will have to press this tab and pull it out. Just this tab is really hard to unlock it. There you go. Okay. And connector is out. Now we have to feed this through here. Alright, that's it. It is a little tedious, just have to be a little patient and push this tab down and then try to wiggle your connector out. Now we have to feed our connector through this hose here, this wire, this mesh, whatever. So let's see if we can do that. It goes easier in than out. Okay, so I got it in there, so now basically just plug it in. Okay, good fit so far, and then I'm gonna slide our sensor. It just goes one way, of course, and kind of okay. All right, there you go. It's in. Okay, so. Looks like I screwed myself up. Don't do this. See my O-ring. Now I have to disconnect it again because I got my O-ring caught up on my cable here. So just pay attention there. See if I can slide this back. Alright. Okie dokie. Good. Alright, so just push it in and it locks into place and we're good to go. Alright, well I'm gonna finish installation and then we'll test it again. Alright. Alright guys, everything is done. I went to I fill up some, like around for 15 bucks, like 7-8 gallons of fuel, and it's working fine. I've been driving it for the last 20 minutes, no problems at all. It's holding okay. There you go. It's working fine. It's you know, without a lift, doing this job, it's no fun at all. You know, dropping the tank and everything. But it's doable. I mean, it's, you know, it's not a fun job, but it's okay. All right, guys. This one is fixed. Thank you so much, and see you next time.